Assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Mustang 19. They're running it.
58, right over there, yeah.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jones, open target here, Darius Slayton. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is. He had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Graham Gano on for the extra point.
Ralph, what was that?
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, what's up? Check Mike 54.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 57 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there. We keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Right there.
Throwing again. Rodgers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. They got to get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized, you know, because...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Throwing Jones. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Set the tone, defense.
Jones back to the air on 2nd down. Out to the right here to Shepard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. These two teams all tied after one.
Here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Watch the run.
79 Bronco.
Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. On the crossing route, complete. It's Shepard. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And the Packers pick it up. And now look at him go. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. A fairly short kick from the 14. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
But the focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So,
trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38 and into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now here comes Daniel Jones and the Giants again. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
he wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has one touchdown, one interception. He'll be looking for that second touchdown now. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 more on that one and another first down. Now Jones operating from the gun. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
58, boys. Panther 11. Panther 11. I'm coming for you.
Jones now. Going to throw again. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Rocco 80. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
Right over there. Right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58. Right there.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Cowboy 80. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
This defense has really flown around in the first half.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now Aaron Rodgers and the offense heading back onto the field. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's trash.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. From the gun, Jones. He'll run it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants have tied it here, and they can take the lead if they hit the PAT. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 24 yards to gain there, another first down as well. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
To throw again, Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling as the first half is winding down. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. Oh, I think the Packers got it. Yep, Green Bay football. Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
On first down, Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tanyan complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Blue 58. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Hey, look.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. His throw caught right around the 6. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And the Giants are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So we've reached halftime. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, 31 yards. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So that one will be accepted.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Rodgers. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
A pass down the middle is fought for and hauled in. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup.
Over. Hey, watch this.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And this is caught at the 8. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football, football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, first down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. To try again after the sack. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Hey, come on, oh, come on, oh.
Check. 19 tight. 19 tight. Let's go. 58's the mic. 58's the mic.
Here's Jones. Off the play fake. Looking for Shepard deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. Touchdown, Packers! Alan Lazard, 37 yards. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Here we go.
New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
58, Cougar 19.
They run the counter. Barkley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On 2nd and 12, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Danny.
Now Jones. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly...
Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And to the 12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Brandon, these cornerbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
Let's go. 60 Eagle. Hustle. Hey, 25 the mic. We're going 25 the mic.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Tate. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
19 Tiger.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Operating from the gun, Jones. This one is Slayton over the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
Check three.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Hey, 25.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Snags it for the pick. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. But look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
65, 50.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Gano the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
54, right there. 54, Mike. I don't think you got it, son. He's grabbing.
Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. He'll let this go deep for Lazard. It was Logan Ryan that time who knocked it away.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Able to find Lazard. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I'll tell you, as a defender, you've got to make life as difficult as possible when you're trying to cover a big tight end because you know his catch radius is huge. He's unable to pull that one in, though.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Here we go. Switch it. Come on, switch it. 26.
On play action, now Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Barkley, toss play left. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
58, right over there, right over there.
From the 39, Jones to Shepard, complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Here we go, G, get off the field.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike 54.
Get in the weight room.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Rodgers looking to throw. He'll get this to Lazard. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And Jones with a first down carry, and he's going to wind up losing a couple as he's stopped behind the line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
319. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hey, tighten down.
To throw is Rodgers. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. It was Logan Ryan that time who knocked it away.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Now a play fake. Rodgers.
I hope you brought your lunch, 'cause I'm about to take you to school.
Looking deep for Adams. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on fourth down. They're now 1 for 3 on fourth down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on fourth down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have fourth down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. So Aaron Rodgers and his offense down by 4, 25 seconds remaining. They've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
319. Check. Single. Hey, watch this again.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
No. 319. 48 right now. Let's go. What we got? 399.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, a 22. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
3 down.
Back to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Come on, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. All you need is a headache.
They'll run on first down. Barkley.
Go, go.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.